back to Illustrator Classroom in a Book, Chapter 5. This is picking up on page 170. I think we're on H as far as the order. Okay, we're going to start with, again, with drawing and editing with the pencil tool. The pencil tool lets you draw free-form open and closed paths that contain curves and straight lines. If you're drawing with the pencil tool, you get anchor points that are drawn on the path or created on the path wherever they're needed and according to what the options are that you set. The path can easily be adjusted when the path is complete. We're going to draw and edit a few paths using the pencil tool. So zoom in on on the bottom of the drip of ice cream, and we're going to work right below it. Now, double click your pencil tool. You're going to get an option dialog box, and you want to first of all fill new pencil strokes. Keep the line selected. Your Alt key is going to toggle to the smooth tool so that you can smooth out the anything that's not quite right. Edit selected paths. Don't really worry about that. Well, you can select it. Also select close path when ends are within 15 pixels. I've tried doing this before, and what happens is that I couldn't get anything to finish off, so we could actually take that down and maybe even make that a little bit closer. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the 15 pixels. That way I don't have to worry about my line not connecting. So I'm going to try this and see how this is working. So what I'm going to do next, I clicked OK, and somewhere below this I'm going to make a little drip. Now your pencil tool should have a little asterisk next to it, and just kind of draw a little drip mark. And when you get close, you're going to see that you get the circle there. The asterisk turns to a circle, which means the lines are going to join, and there's our little drip mark. If you don't see the asterisk, to begin with, you're going to be adding on to another part of the drawing, which you don't want to do, so make sure that you get that little asterisk to start with and then make your drip shape. The path doesn't necessarily look really smooth as you're drawing, but because we have the fidelity factor set way over to smooth, we are going to get a nice smooth path out of this. Now, the new path is still selected, so we're going to go over the bottom of the path, and as you cross the path, the asterisk is going to disappear. That means you can redraw the selected path. So we can actually come in and we can make changes to the path, like doing something like that if you want. Make the change that you want to. Oh, there I just drew another path. The reason I drew another path was because I had the asterisk. So I'm going to undo that. When I don't have an asterisk, that means I am going to make a change. So I'm going to redraw my drip. Maybe I want to make my drip a little bit straighter. There we go. So you can redraw whatever you want. Okay? Now, so, just make sure that if you're redrawing, that asterisk needs to disappear and just have the pen. If you press the Option or Alt button, you're going to get a circle. Now, that means that you are going to smooth something. So you can drag over, and what this is going to do is this is going to smooth out anything on your path that isn't particularly smooth. The smooth tool will simplify what you're doing to make the fewest number of anchor points that it can, and to completely smooth the drawing. Okay, so when I release my Option or Alt button, I'm back to having my pencil again. Now, if we draw a U shape underneath this first drip, let's make a U shape here, we kind of end up without it being joined. Now, if you click and hold the mouse on the pencil tool, you can get your join tool. So if I click here, I can get my smooth to the path eraser join. And if I connect those dots, I should be able to join those together. Um, you use the join tool to intelligently join paths that cross, overlap, or have open ends without affecting the original path. It's not quite like the join tool. Um, so, we did the join, which can, um, which just takes 2 points and puts a path between it. It doesn't simply create a straight line. The angle created by the two paths to be joined are going to be taken into the count. So we want to drag across the ends. So let's see if I can drag these and get them to join. And mine's not joining. So let me put this, I'm going to pause this and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Okay, the next part of this section is going to be using the join tool. I've come up with some problems using the join tool. The book makes it sound like it's really, really simple and it's very easy to work with. However, looking at the difference in what's working and what isn't working, I've come up with one little correction that I think is going to work a little bit easier. Uh, the join tool is located under the pencil tool, and I want you to open up your pencil tool and get the options, and where it says edit selected paths, um, I checked that and I put it to 20 points. And what I found out with, at least this is what's working with me. On the next section, you're supposed to be drawing a little U shape down here to show another drip that's dripped past the other one. I have found that if I make the points too wide apart, the join tool isn't working for me. I have to kind of intend that they were supposed to be joining. What you're supposed to do is be able to take and scrub across the points. Just click and drag across, and they're supposed to join. I found that's not working. So what I kind of discovered is that if I bring those points closer together when I draw, so let me delete that one, go back to my my pencil tool. If I bring those points kind of close together, within that 20 points, and then I go to my join tool, I've been able to make it work. So if you make sure that you're intending to get something joined, so this one obviously isn't working either for me. So if I go again, grab my pencil tool and I draw something that's kind of going together, but it's sort of a hit and miss and I didn't get it exact, I can then use my join tool, and apparently that's too far. I can then use my join tool to put those points together. Let me try it one more time, and I'm bringing it a little bit closer together. And if this is right, this should join it. Yes, and it does. So you're going to need to have them pointed in a little bit different direction than what it says in the book. The book has some issues, and I'm glad it worked for them. It's not working. I did a bit of experimenting on this, and I wasn't able to get anything else to work unless you are getting those paths relatively close together. On the other hand, if you're doing that and you have let's see, in your pen tools, oh, that's fidelity, cancel. Let's go back in and cancel. Oh, that was the smooth tool. If you have and I deselected that, edited selected paths. But if you also have closed paths that are within 15 pixels of themselves, they're going to automatically pretty much join anyway. So it seems almost like these are a moot point. So if I do a reset on that and my selected paths or my closed paths is not selected, but I do select edit to edit paths within 20 pixels, I should be able to accomplish the same thing. Let's see if that's going to work. the join tool across. No, apparently that's not working. So let me try one more time. Oh, that's join pencil tool. There, then it's working. So my suggestion on this is that I would not make a great deal of, I would probably not find that that's totally helpful, except in issues where you're just not able to get something to completely pass. If you are drawing and you take your pencil and you cross your path like that, you might be able to take your join tool and make those ends, and then that path becomes a single path, and that might be a good save for you if you've hit or missed. But anyway, irregardless, you've got now a second drip on your little ice cream dish. Um, let's see. We are next going to do what? We're going to click and hold the mouse. I'm on page 172. You can create straight lines with the pencil tool. So if you go back and select your pencil tool and scroll up um, to the to that little bit of spoon that's there, we are going to go back in now, double click to bring your pencil tool options in, and deselect fill strokes. When I did my reset, I got that. Alt key should be selected, closed paths should be selected, fidelity, smooth should go up, but you don't want to fill on this one, because right now if you put a fill in there, you're going to cover something up and look a little odd. So just say okay to that. And now um, positioning your pencil above the end of the spoon that's sticking out, just kind of going to draw a shape with a flat side. So what we're going to do now is click and drag a small curve down. It's kind of sort of a curve. And then if you hold down your Option or your Alt key, you will drag. That section is going to be straight. You see how all of a sudden it turns into kind of like the pen? So you can drag um, down to there, and then release your mouse, and then you can finish your curve, and that gives you the shape that you wanted. So that might be a little bit sharp there of an angle. If you want to redo that, click, start dragging, hold down your Alt button, make a straight line, and then start to curve. And that's pretty much what you're getting. If you wanted to go in and smooth that out to make that curve a little less obnoxious, you could do this and with your smooth tool, and you can even that out, and that makes a slightly better looking line. Fit your artboard in the window, and you are finished. Remember to save what you've done, and then File, Save As, and select to save as a PDF, and not the Illustrator, but a press quality PDF. Save your PDF, and that's what you're going to turn into me.